Terrence Howard was in the news recently for talking about the issues that go on with Backdoria. Now listen to me. Terrence Howard said something about once your manhood been grabbed up out of you, you need therapy. Am I right? Is that? That's what he said. Yeah. You need therapy, homeboy. You ashamed of yourself. You yearn. Backshots. Your yearning of backshots takes away from you being able to be honest as you report things that happen. Listen, in fact, Terrence Howard, let me tell you something about Terrence Howard. Now, I'm a big fan of Terrence Howard's talent. I think he stands out talently.
I bet you he'll come on the show.
I would love him to come on the show because you know what I want to ask him? How was you able to work on the set of Empire as a heterosexual man? I know you were hated upon if you wasn't part of the Brown Hotel Rag crew.
That's some funny ass shit.
If you're not part of the disposable hotel rag mob, you're not gonna fit in on the set. Let me tell you something about being on set. Craig, you've been on set for movies before, right? The makeup trailer
is full of
is the most, it's like where the gangs meet up on the Backdoria side.
And it's so small and
you got one of the greatest phrases for it. Chili doggers.
The chili doggers. Listen, man. When you on set, you go to the makeup truck. Do you know if a heterosexual male is in the makeup truck while everybody else is in there, you throw off everything. The makeup truck, when you are on set, men like to walk up to each other and but if you in there, a heterosexual male, they be like, this how they do. They all let you know. They gotta look. He in here, yo.
The one, yeah.
The guy who likes only vaginas in here. They say it with their eyes. When you walk in the makeup thing, this is how they do it. So I would like to ask Terrence Howard how he survived on the set of Empire. When if you're not with it, you are public enemy number one. You were the head of the set. Am I right? He was either number one or number two on the list. You know when you do a TV show, what was his list? It couldn't be more than number three.
Him and then Taraji.
Right. It's either Taraji or him. Number two. You're a heterosexual male on the set of Empire. How did you pull it off? I want to know, Mr. Howard. Please come on the 5150 show. I know you have stories to tell that you really want to get off. Come tell it on a real platform where the real truth is able to come out because we are who we say we are. Except for maybe Darlene. I think Darlene...
That was funny, though.
What'd they say?
Somebody said that he would say, "Don't touch me, man." You know, he says that.
No, what he did on Hustle and Flow, his accent was brilliant.
Man,
he killed that. He killed that thing. Hey, man, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Right, he killed that. He's a great actor, But the set of Empire.
Yeah.
Smelled like they was cooking chitlins all day long.
But Corey, you know you're going to get to the other side, right?
Masculinity in that makeup trailer is considered toxic. When you get on a movie, Craig, when they say you got to go to makeup,
man, that's
hopefully it's girls in there putting on your makeup because I done been to makeup and they like, come on, boy, let me get you ready.
I'll wait till a woman's
It ain't finna happen.
Yeah, I'll wait till a woman's available.
Well, that's what happened to me. On the set of Black Jesus. I mean, I was very kind to the brother, and he was doing his job. He was trying to do his job. But I was very uncomfortable with the man out there with the makeup bag. Come here.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, y'all. I said, hey, brother, listen, man. You ain't done nothing wrong. You ain't done nothing wrong. You here to do a job. But I was like, listen, this ain't finna happen.
Say, let me blow on your booty, Corey. That's
Right.
What?
This ain't finna happen. It ain't nothing where I got something against him.
Yeah.
It's just.
And then he said you had an eyelash in your eye. Get close.
Oh my God! You got to get
Craig,
shots
they'll
after
really
that.
be on you. You light skinned. They'll want you to get them pregnant.
No, they.
Them dudes.
That's crazy. Pregnancy scary with it. Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. The
Man,
shot,
listen.
man, they did some
You're
bullshit.
not going to fit in if you're not with it. And I'm not just talking about man on man don't like you. The women don't like you if they can't play with you a certain way and talk to you a certain way because, you know, it's women who prefer to be with women. Right. And they are not comfortable with a masculine male in the presence. Right. They like to be around.
Yeah.
They don't like to be around.
He just gave an interview, an update 2 weeks ago.
Did he?
Isaiah
Ain't no joke.
Yeah, he said, I lost everything after gay slur controversy. That's what he's talking about.
Homosexual hype has not answered the question that we at 5150 Show pose, because this is what I want to ask y'all, Darlene and Craig. If a man has been penetrated by another man or has penetrated another man or any throat activity with another man, listen.
Any physical.
Can that man give an accurate news broadcast? Or will it be an emotional nightmare? I'm asking your opinion. Can a person like man who has man-on-man relations, can they give an accurate newscast, or will it be full of emotion?
If he's a true professional, I don't see why he couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Right, so your opinion is a man can get hit raw and still give accurate news to the people.
Sure, I don't see why not.
That's interesting.
That's an interesting question. See, I don't think you can.
I
think if you have been hit raw by a man, or if you've hit a man raw, your emotions lead you. And then you might have an issue with somebody and you'll be like, what's your issue with that person? You're not gonna have the courage to tell.
Right.
You're not gonna have the courage to tell because you're led off emotion. There's no logic in you. You perpetrate logic. You perpetrate logic. You perpetrate logic, but the truth is, when you have been penetrated by a man or have penetrated a man and you're a man, you cannot lead without your emotions involved because there's something you're ashamed of. Now, men who not ashamed of how they get down, they might have a better chance of saying who they are and what they do. But when you don't have the courage to say who you are and what you do, you cannot be honest with the people, especially if you claim to be giving news. I know one of Will Smith's real homies, like
do you have
an enforcer type.
Do you have a
Let me tell you what that goes back to, what we talking about.
Right. I mean,
Backdooria. Yeah. I don't care who get mad at me, dog. Let me tell you something. If you have been penetrated by a man and you're a man, or if you're a man who penetrates men and you don't have the courage to speak on this thing that you do and live, it takes away your ability to be honest to the people.
Right.
You can act it out on camera, but when you're talking, we need to know who you are, sir. Yeah, we need to know who you are, because if you're talking in a way where you're dropping your opinion has a taint to it if you...
You know what? Don't say that.
Corey crazy.
No, I'm just saying, there's something about your opinion. If you finna be like, hey, what y'all finna do? My boy in the van, and we got a seat to let all the way back in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. You can't give me advice on the game.
Yeah, right.
If you... I don't know, does that seem prejudice to you? Can a man who you know just woke up with his husband come say, Craig, let me tell you what you need to do? Can that happen?
No, I mean, not in my life. Maybe some business advice or something. But as far as like what I need to be doing and
how can he give you business advice when you know the business he got it from Backdoria? He needs to come say, listen, let me tell you something. You gotta start accepting men can bring you pleasure too. Now that's real.
That's
if he
crazy.
say that, I'll be like, oh my
never
God.
talk again.
I'm not interested, but at least you honest.
Imagine you a young kid and you're straight and you're not gay and your dream is to become an action star or a movie star. And then you end up finding out when you're becoming an adult that you have to sleep with men to get the acting job. That is evil, man. That's why the Bible says, what shall it profit a man gaining the whole world but losing his soul? And that's why you gotta build your own empire like I did. You know, building over 1 million subscribers and giving away millions to homeless people. We gotta create our own righteous Hollywood. You know what I said actually to them people back in the days? I told them directors straight out before it even started. I said, the Bible says, a male shall not sleep with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination. And that's what the Bible says, not me. I never had sex like Jesus to keep my innocence. I'm a prophet like Jesus. Even though I got Christina Milian hollering at me. I created that word kinga, which means we all people are descendant of righteous kings like God.
I see what kind of good person you were. Boom, that was it.